Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are keeping safe and healthy and you're taking all the precautions of the corona COVID pandemic and eating healthy. My name is Abha and today I'm here to share a story with all of you. The name of the story is The Old Sultan. So once upon a time there lived a farmer with his wife and a baby. And the farmer had a small farm. He worked really hard. He also had a dog called Sultan. Sultan had grown really old and he had lost all of his teeth, so much that he could not bite, neither for eating nor for protection. Now one day the farmer went to his wife and he said, "Tomorrow I intend to leave Sultan in the forest. He is of no use to us now." The wife felt pity for Sultan. She said, "But why? He has served us for so many years. He has taken good care of us. And now we should take care of him in his last old days." The farmer replied, "Oh, you aren't a sharp woman. Can you see how old Sultan has grown? He has no teeth now, and none of the thieves are scared of him. So what's the point of keeping the old dog? If he has served us for so many years, he has also got a good feeding for that. I have made my decision. He has to go to the forest tomorrow." Sultan was lying nearby to the hall where they spoke, and he heard each and every word. He was extremely upset. He was upset of the fact that tomorrow would be his last day in the house. He wondered, "Oh no, my master feels that I am useless. I should immediately do something, otherwise I will be homeless. I should go to my friend the wolf and consult him." Late that night, Sultan crept outside the house and went into the forest to meet his friend the wolf. And he told him about the fate that awaited him. The wolf listened to each and everything. And then he told Sultan, "My friend, you don't need to worry at all. All you need to do is prove your worthiness." And Sultan asked, "But how? How will we do that?" "Well, wait for it. There is a plan that I have. You will know by tomorrow morning." Now the next morning, like any other day, the farmer and his wife went to the fields to work. And while they were working, they kept the baby under the hedge in the shade. Sultan sat next to the baby. In no time, the wolf showed up. He asked Sultan to bark and he carried the baby away. Sultan was extremely shocked and surprised by the deeds of his friend, and he started to bark really loud. The farmer and his wife came running to see what was wrong. And then Sultan started to run after the wolf. The wolf was going really fast, carrying the baby. And then he stopped in the dark spot of the forest. Sultan went near the wolf and shouted at him that, "What harm are you doing to the baby? You cannot harm the baby till the time I am alive." The wolf replied, "I am not going to harm the baby at all. I carried the baby away deep inside the forest in order to show your masters what a worthy dog you are. You came here to save the baby, right? So here you go." And he handed over the baby back to Sultan and wished him luck. In the meanwhile, the farmer and his wife were screaming and running towards the forest. But as soon as they saw Sultan coming out with the baby safe and sound, they stopped and they were amazed. The farmer said, "Oh, my brave boy, you are indeed a very, very faithful dog. I doubted your worthiness." And he patted Sultan on his head with love. He told his wife to take Sultan home away and give him a heavy meal. and give him a nice, comfy pillow on which he could sleep on. From that day onwards, Sultan was being taken off very well, much more better than his expectations actually. He was very happy. And then, after a few days, the wolf came to visit Sultan. And he was happy to know that everything was going on well with Sultan's life. But then he had a small request. He said, "My friend, all that I have done for you, don't you think I deserve a treat?" Sultan smiled. He said, of course. I will be very, very happy to share my food with you every day." "Nah, I don't want the food. I want the sheep in your farm." Now, the wolf's plan was that he wanted to eat the sheep in his master's farm, and he expected Sultan to hint him or help him when his master was away. Now, Sultan, being a very faithful dog, did not agree to this idea. But as we know, wolf was a very clever animal. And then he crept inside the farm late at night and tried to take the sheep from the farm. As soon as Sultan spotted him, he started to bark really loud. And he woke the farmer and his wife. They came out with a stick and they saw the wolf. The farmer chased the wolf away. Poor wolf, he had a really hard time. He was beaten up really badly. And Sultan had again proved that though he was old, but still his worthiness was no less. And he realized himself that he was good enough alone. He didn't need anyone's help to prove how good he was. And the farmer and his wife, of course, they loved Sultan a lot. And he became really dear to their hearts. So with this, we come to the end of this story. But my dear students, did you notice how in the story, when Sultan, who was a member of the family of the farmer, became old, his worthiness was tarnished. But that is not how we should be in our lives. As there's this very famous saying, old is gold, right? So no matter what, if we have something which has been very dear to us at one point, with time, when it grows old, we forget those things. We forget those people, those persons that we've had. So that is something that is not how it should be. Always cherish the people. Always cherish the memories that you've made with the people, the relationships that you've had. Because each and every person who's been there in your life, helped you, supported you, should be always be kept special. Thank you so much.